Okay, so and like I said, so-called bottled water to me is tap water that's bottled. This water tastes so pure. It was just amazing at how clean that water was. Um, and probably still is. And then I remember we did a sweat. It wasn't my first time doing a sweat. Um, and then we jumped in the creek afterwards. Mind you, it was Colorado. It was around March, I think, and it was cold. For those out there that live out there, you know what I'm talking about. But after the sweat, we jumped in the spring, and that was like the best thing ever. Um, we did sleep out in a teepee. That was my first time actually sleeping out in a teepee in 20 below. Well, I wouldn't say it was 20 below, but it was colder than 20 degrees. Let's just put that way. It was cold. Um, and out there, they're known for having mountain lions and bears and coyotes, and you could just imagine me not really feeling comfortable sleeping in a teepee out there in the wilderness. Because my folks didn't sleep in no teepee, you know. So teepee is pretty much um, folks out west. But anyway, and let's see, another experience I had was we went to the local elementary school, which was down, it was down the hill, so I would say 5-10 minutes away. And we helped like set up, it was like a little small carnival in the gym, and we talked to kids, and we did raffle tickets and different things that go on at little small carnivals, and the kids just loved it. We did face painting, and I have so many pictures of that experience. Yeah. What else? We built a teepee, I remember. um, we went to see some wolves that were rescued, because many times when animals are in movies, when they get to a certain age, um, some of those animals go to retreats or whatever you want to call it, to live out the last part of their lives. So it was like a wolf retreat or something. Um, and where else did we go? We were going to go to Arizona, which I think he said was like 30 minutes away. We were like 30 minutes from the border of Arizona to go to a reservation, and I don't remember the name of it, but that didn't happen. Um, so yeah, so what I'm trying to say is what I got out of the experience was more than what they got from us. Um, and I think going out to Pine Ridge or any other reservation or any other, you know, region where people live in third world countries, you can get more out of this, out of the situation. We look at, oh, they don't have food, clothing, and alcoholism and things of the nature, which are problems. I'm not sitting here and acting like it's not a problem. It's a problem. It's been going on for a long time, but I believe whenever I do go out and volunteer, and not just give my money, but actually give my time, I'll get more out of the situation. Um, yeah, so I would suggest those who have the time can make the time to go out and help people on reservations, and just people in general that are living in third world countries, in the urban cities, and even like where I'm from, rural America. Um, that really would be a great thing. Um, yeah, so like I said, Tomas Shash, or Shash, Shash. Um, he is the uh, leader, the owner of Aslan Native American Culture Arts Center. Again, I went there years ago, and it was, to go out there, help with inadequate housing, and it was amazing. At the end of the day, I left. I left after 2 weeks. I left, and Oh, I forgot to mention, I know this is kind of yucky, but out of 12 days, I say 99% of the group that went out there with me had one shower. And we had to not bomb, but we had to go to someone's house that we didn't know that knew Tomas. And that person was like, sure, you can come here and you can take a shower. And this one dude, I guess he was trying to be macho. He was like, no, I'm going to tough it out. I'm not going to have a shower until I get back to my house. Let's just say he was not the best smelling person throughout the whole trip. But yeah, so that just gives you an idea of some of the sacrifices we had to make going out there for 12 days. We were not um, staying in comfortable conditions. I remember we stayed in the main house at the cultural center, and there was no heat, and we all just slept in our sleeping bags in bunk beds. There were like multiple bunk beds, and we slept in our clothes, fully clothed, in bunk beds. And I remember I zipped my my sleeping bag all the way up. I had on two sweaters. I had on some sweatpants and jeans on top of that, and like 3 pairs of socks. And I just remember, even though it was somewhat uncomfortable for those 12 days, I really took away the importance of life, friendships, spirituality, um, and just being appreciative for what you have. And money is not everything. Now, if you don't have it, it's everything. But what I'm saying is, yes, money is necessary for our necessities. Okay, not our wants per se, but for our necessities. Um, but just appreciate it. That's what I took away from that trip. Appreciating what I have, and respecting and honoring those that um, that could teach me their way of life, and to respect their way of life. Um, and I've been told by some people, because I'm a Christian and I'm proud of it, and I was told that when you go to these reservations, you might as well just don't even try to evangelize them or try to convert them or whatever like that, because Christians for many centuries, many years, have used the religion to dominate and to conquer um, indigenous Americans and other people too, but in particular indigenous Americans, with the boarding schools and a lot of the abuse that was going on um, throughout that situation. And so someone who's a Christian, is automatically, I'm assuming, frowned upon. So I told this to someone, and I'll tell it again. I'm a Christian, but I'm not going to force my beliefs onto someone else, because Jesus didn't force anybody to follow him. And that's pretty much how I feel about it. Now, if they care to know, and an individual asks me about, what I believe or whatever, then of course, I'm going to share how good God is. But I'm not going to go into their community, their reservation, or whatever, and force them or push my beliefs on them. So that's just not the way I do things. But anyway, blessings to everyone. I just wanted to give you my review on what I witnessed on the documentary. And everyone, I hope that you continue to be respectful to others, okay? Blessings. Bye-bye.